So I was thinking about the movie Sin City, where Bruce Willis saves this little girl from being... She was already kidnapped by these two just like regular punk gangsters who do bad shit for money. They drop this little girl who was supposed to be Jessica Alba when she's a kid in the movie off to this fucking 20-something-year-old creep who's like a serial killer, child killer, all the nastiest things you could think of. They procure this girl for him in the movie Sin City. And Bruce Willis knows he's killing people. But Bruce Willis's partner's like, listen, Rourke. No, it wasn't Rourke. Listen, it was like an Irish name. Oh, I forgot his name. Listen, leave it alone, man. This is bigger than you. He's the governor's son. He might be president one day. I'm telling you, man, you got a bad heart. Think of your wife. If you go after this kid, they might kill your wife and all this shit, right? And he's like, you know what? You've been a real good partner. And he punches him and knocks him out. Then he starts running for the docks. It's like a dark dock. You know, probably going to throw her in the water afterwards or some shit, whatever. He gets to him. He fucks him up. He saves the girl. He gets the girl out of there just in time before the cops come. Because the cops would have just took her and fucking killed her anyway. He rips his dick off with his hand, and he thinks he kills him. But right before he puts the kill shot to his head, his partner comes in and, like, I think he shoots him. So flash to he wakes up in the hospital. The fucking pedophile kid, his dad's Rourke. He's the governor, the kid who he just ripped his dick off. He's like, hey, motherfucker, I spent some of my own money to keep you alive. You know what we're going to do? You think you're a hero cop? You ripped my kid's dick off. He's in surgery right now. He might not even make it. He's like, we're going to keep you alive. And we're going to put all those rapes and murders my son committed on your head. You're going to be a rapist in prison, motherfucker. And I'm going to make sure every day of your life is a living hell. And if you tell your wife, she's dead. You tell anybody, dead. And you know what, motherfucker? My son, he's like, my son could have been president one day. You fucked all that up. O'Rourke in the White House. He's like, you know what, motherfucker, you're going to pay. And we're going to make you out to be a pedophile. And he's like, you know what, I could pump you full of bullets right now. And not one motherfucker would say nothing. And there's 700 people in this hospital. None of them would say a damn thing. Because power is when you lie. And you get everybody else to go along with the lie when they know in their hearts it's not true. That's power. That's when you got him by the stupidest head. That's why you got him. That's when you got him by the balls. And he did what he said. He kept him alive. They put him through a trial. They beat him up every day until he signed I don't know if he signed a confession. No, he wouldn't sign a confession. He fought it all the way, but you know, they railroaded him. He's in prison. 16 years later, you know, he finally confesses because he's got to get out. They offer him, you can get out if you can. He's like, fuck it. He's on a suicide mission now. Anyway, man, Sin City, badass movie. And in that movie, the writer made it a point to say the evilest man was the governor, and he was going to get his even wickeder son, a cannibal, serial killer, rapist, into the White House. There's a lot of symbolism in that movie. That guy's brother, who's the governor, is the high priest of the church, and he hooks up with some other... Elijah Wood from The Lord of the Rings is like this cannibal kid that kills people, and he's got a wolf. Mickey Rourke's in the movie. Bruce Willis. Jessica Alba's the girl. Fucking... It's gotta be one of the best movies. But they show... And then his brother's like, I started eating people. The priest, Rourke's brother, I started eating people with Elijah Wood, this creepy kid. He's like... He said something like they saw God or something. So there's some deep shit in that fucking movie, man. But it's just kind of crazy how the fucking killer psychopath was going to be made into a fucking president. He doesn't die, the kid. But they had to give him so many blood transfusions. He comes back in the end of the movie. And it's like a black and white, very good direct well directed. It looks good. And he's like orange. And he's just a monster. It is a good movie, man. Mickey Rourke plays a great character in that movie. But I just wanted to, I was just thinking about that. I watched it again for the first time. I was like, damn, that's what they're saying, man. They're saying that all the motherfucking politicians and some of the high clergy are the sickest bastards. But that's it for now. Sin City, man. If you haven't seen it, go see it.